So this is my full story. I was born pure. I learned about the world's variety, joy rates, rating joy out of 10. Some things in the world are high, easy, and plentiful. Some are low, hard, and scarce. I had many good experiences. Alexis kissed me, Deandra talked to me, I got money, I slept in nature in Hawaii for the first time, I wrote down rates for the first time 2-3 years ago, and I discovered Pure as my current top rate. I changed my middle name to Pure in appreciation and thanks of reality and joy a few months ago. I moved to the best place in 5 continents, which is Kentucky. It's a 5 out of 10. It's surrounded by mostly zeros. That's the Americas, Antarctica, Africa, and then Europe is a 3. Kentucky being a 5, and so it feels amazing being here. The only other high place in the Americas is Alaska. It's at a 6. So currently, I'm purifying my energy or whatever to reach Yekaterinburg in Russia and get a cabin there and have a 10 out of 10 perfectly pure life, because according to my research and rates, Yekaterinburg in Russia, it's kind of like the middle and a little bit to the west region of Russia. It's where the border of Europe and Asia meet. We're kind of like in the middle left of Russia. It's the only 10 out of 10 place in the world that I have discovered through my research and my rating system, which is using the concept of pure to rate different places. And so with Yekaterinburg being the only place in the whole world, a 10 out of 10, a perfect 10 out of 10, and the surrounding country of Russia obviously is very high. It's an 8 out of 10. The only other 8 I've found was Munich in Germany. Southeast Asia, mainly China, etc. Those are also 5s. But yeah, so I use it's a pretty simple system. So you use joy as a metric. Everything is about joy. Like whatever you want or whatever you do is because you think it'll give you joy. So joy is the metric. And so you use joy to find what is the highest rate. And then once you do that, you use that as the new metric. So currently, like 2 months ago, it was Big Bang Light. Like I was obsessed with Big Bang Light. Everything is made out of Big Bang Light. The universe started as light. And so that was 2 months ago. That was my top rate, and then it became surrender and letting go, and then it was presence, just being in the present moment, and then it was shutting the fuck up, and that was 2 weeks ago. Shutting the fuck up was my top rate, and then after that came Pure. So the past 2 weeks, Pure has been my top rate. So that's, you just find out what your top rate is, and then you use that as the new metric to measure everything out of 10. So Russia is a 8 out of 10 Pure, which is the highest country in the whole world. And then a specific region in Russia is the only place that I found obeying my highest concept, my highest joy rated thing, Pure. So I use joy to find the highest rated thing, and then I just simply obey that highest rated thing. It guides all my decisions because it is my most expansive joy rated thing. And so my goal right now, I'm in Kentucky, which is the best place in 5 continents. Minus Alaska, it's a 6, but it's a little bit colder, so it's a little more comfortable being here, and it was cheaper. Just a pragmatic thing, but Alaska is slightly better. But then my goal is obviously to reach a 10 out of 10 place where me being a 10 out of 10 person, because I am already pure, my middle name is Pure, and that's a 10 out of 10 name, and my identity is 10 out of 10. Yeah. And so being in a Kentucky, which is a 5 out of 10, that gives an average experience, like an aura around me of 7.5, which you round up to 8. So my current experience is an 8 out of 10, and then moving to Russia would be 10 out of 10 inside Pure, and then my environment would be a 10 out of 10 Pure around me, which which would be ideal because then I could just be my best self automatically default. Like right now, this is the best place. I'm not complaining at all. Most of America is a 0. Madison, Wisconsin, where I just was a 0.5 out of 10. Florida, where I've been, was 0 out of 10. Chicago, 0 out of 10. A lot of, in my view, the Americas traded in their pure joy, or another way of saying it, their soul for stuff. And so it's all about work and coping and compensating for things, literally for things, instead of joy, pure, as I see it, the highest thing. So, but Kentucky is a rare jewel, and Alaska is it's very natural. That's why it's at a 6. Kentucky's at a 5 out of 10. And so it's the best place I ever lived, but still it's not a 10 out of 10. But I'm super appreciative and happy to be here for the time being, as I plan to move to Russia, and I'm using this time to purify myself more, and go there, buy a cabin in the countryside, and live happily ever after. So that is my full story, and I'm sharing it, which is a little healing for me and maybe inspirational for others. But also, Pierre just told me to tell my full story and post it, and so I'm simply obeying orders, as I always do. I just follow that equation. I start with joy, and then I rate things out of 10, and then I find the highest, and then I use that as the new metric, and so I just keep, it's an eternal upward spiral, and I just obey, I just take orders, that's all I do, because it has my best interest, and it is, as far as right now, the best thing in existence. And so what else would I take orders from? Okay, that's it. Bye.